Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. Well, it was the New Orleans Pelicans in their last game losing to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that they got up in their own head, just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for New Orleans right now, Kemba Walker is up there with J.R. Smith. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Gallinari in the three. You look at what Anthony Davis has accomplished so far in his career, the historic comparisons. I mean, they're mind-boggling. For a kid 23, Greg, the historic comparisons are very favorable for him.
I mean, he's been compared to a young KG and Duncan quite often. But in his first few seasons, his numbers look the most similar to Hakeem the Dream. And that's about as good a company as you can get.
The Nuggets on offense. Harden up top, covered by Smith. And Embiid throws it down.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now here is Smith. Davis sends a screen. That's a two-pointer from Walker. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Outside, Lynn. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. And Harden wide open. He shoots. The wing jumper off target. And it's Walker penetrating. Kanter, the pass to Gallinari. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Lee is green on Walker. Harden outside. Teardrop shot. Lee. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, David Lee with the Golden State Warriors began his career with the New York Knicks. We're talking about him and his play, and it's sometimes hard to get a good compass on what kind of player he is.
Yeah, you know, he was drafted 30th when he came out and certainly played above that draft slot. Then when he re-upped for the 6 years, $80 million, people started to wonder if he was able to play to that value.
Now, here's Kanter. Lays it up and banks it in. Kanter's got his first points of the game.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you've come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old.
Fades away. Misses off the right iron.
And getting back to David Lee, before the big contract, he was putting up some huge runs. I mean, he was the first Knick to go 30 and 20 in a game since the great Patrick Ewing. And he became the first NBA player to record at least 35 points, 20 rebounds, and 10 assists since Kareem back in 1976.
Here's Walker. James Harden picking up that last basket. And Walker kicks to Cantor. Got it despite fading back a bit. Cantor's got his second basket of the game.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
And, you know, back to David Lee, we all know about his struggles with the Warriors, and many had written him off completely. But then at the end of last season, he showed that he still has the energy and skills to contribute if given minutes.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Cantor inside, guarded by Embiid. A jump hook, a tad short, but it's good off the front iron. 6 points for Enes Kanter. Lynn kicks to Harden. Denver passing it around. A nice shot by Lynn. Lynn's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Walker against Lynn. Cantor inside. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And Cantor drops them both. Nuggets have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Embiid sets the pick for Lynn. Pass to Lee. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Harden against Walker. In the corner, Smith with it. Cranes the three-pointer.
A good open look, and he slashes home the 3.
Nuggets have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Got a piece of it. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Walker's running. Count that one. Walker's got his second basket of the night. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to Oklahoma City. Embiid with the screen on Smith. Harden dishes to Embiid. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws. That's on Enes Kanter.
And you know what? Saved what was likely to be a dunk.
And, you know, under the circumstances, Greg, that's a good foul. You just can't let him have that throwdown.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Chris Humphries has checked in for Lee. Caldwell Pope comes in for Trevor Ariza. Jared Bayless has checked in for James Harden. And it's Moutier in for Jeremy Lin. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And looking at Joel Embiid, he has all the tools to be the game's next great center. He's raw, no doubt about that. And he'll have to overcome the injuries, but his combination of size, speed, agility, practically unparalleled.
Checked in for Denver. And then for New Orleans, Samuel Dallenberg, who's checked in for Cantor. And it's C.J. Miles in for Smith. Regarding Joel Embiid, what makes him even that much more unique as a young 7-footer, excellent shot mechanics, and a feathery touch. In college at Kansas, he shot Greg 63% from the floor. Many of those were face-up jumpers.
And as the season wore on, he became money at the free throw line as well. Those are the kinds of unique attributes that make him an extra scary prospect.
And it's Kenneth Faried with the foul. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set. Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming before it was even made.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
The Nuggets trailed by 4. Moutier kicks to Caldwell Pope. And that one's good.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Outside for Miles with the fadeaway. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Bayless the pass to Caldwell Pope. And Bayless kicks to Zhang. Humphries dishes to Moutier. The second chance effort. Rejected by Walker. But they recover it. Caldwell Pope kicks to Moutier. Inside. Zhang. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jump.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
And Zhang drops them both. And for Gorgui Dieng, an intelligent guy with strong physical attributes, gigantic arm span, but extremely raw skill-wise.
Yeah, his game still needs plenty of polish on both ends of the floor. But I really felt like he took a huge leap last season, and he has the intensity along with that work ethic to continue to grow. Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
You know, on the topic of Zhang, he did improve in practically every category in year 2. Offensively, though, he still looked a bit mechanical. And on defense, he still went for too many head fakes, but you've got to like his upside.
Dallenberg sets a screen for Walker. Puts it up from 17. Denver grabs the miss.
All he needed right there was simply to set himself up and then relax and shoot the ball. He threw himself off balance for no reason.
Here's Humphries. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
And talking about Gorgui Dieng, he recorded 22 points and 21 rebounds in the game his rookie season. Amazingly, it was the first ever 2020 game by a Timberwolves rookie. The Wolves, of course, once home to Kevin Garnett and Kevin Love, so that's pretty good company.
5 to shoot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And, you know, guys, a high-energy post player like Kenneth Faried excels at doing the dirty work. As a matter of fact, he's nicknamed the Manimal for good reason. Very few players in the league possess this combination of energy and aggressiveness.
New Orleans making a switch here. Vasquez comes in. Talking about Faried, a rebounder extraordinaire. His explosiveness, long arms, and huge hands help him compensate for his relative lack of size.
And he has that exceptional shot blocker instincts. I mean, the timing's there. He'll also steal the ball from you. The question now becomes, will he always be that role, effort, energy player, or will he develop eventually the offensive skills needed to see him reach the next level?
And it's going to be a 3-second call. And so it's New Orleans with it. Vasquez with it. Pick up by Hill. Vasquez passes to Fareed. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
And there's the feed to Jang. Down low. Here's Humphries. Brings it from 9 feet away.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
Hill kicks to Vasquez. And he missed. This is his first shot of the game.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Jang. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
D2 from Hill. And Fareed kicks to Hill. Screen by Dallenberg. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Miles has got his second basket of the game.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here is Bayless. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. 17 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's Miles missing. Now Moutier. 1 second left. And that's a foul called on Chris Humphries. That's foul number 2 for him.
Fourth team foul. Substitution.
He could go. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. At the end of one. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
New Orleans in the lead. So for New Orleans right now, Gallinari is out there with Anthony Davis. And there's Kemba Walker. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Smith in at the shooting guard.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
It's Harden with the drive. And he makes good on the layup. Harden's got the game tied up here for Denver.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation. Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
Outside, Lynn. Clock at 6. Harden outside. And that misses. That would have put him up.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Smith wide open. He fires. The shot is off. And Denver the other way now. Lynn dishes to Embiid. Harden lefts up. And that one comes up a bit short.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Embiid sets the pick for Harden. And another miss by Denver.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Davis with a screen on Embiid. Walker the pass to Davis. The fader. And that one's good. Davis has got the lead up to 4 now for the Pelicans.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Here's Lee. Offensive rebound. And again, Denver no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And Gallinari kicks to Davis. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That's his first foul. Davis against Embiid. Davis dishes to Smith. Here's Gallinari. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 6. And the call will be against David Lee. That's his first foul.
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's gone wrong with him this quarter. He's really fallen off.
And Walker kicks to Davis. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lin the pass to Lee. It's Harden with the drive. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty. And he just has that Clark, that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
Chris Humphries has checked in for Lee.
And watching Kemba Walker play, so explosive. An undersized floor general, nasty crossover. Really a scorer's mentality. Maybe too much of a scorer's mentality to ever be a great assist man. I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Harden kicks to Lin. He feeds it to Embiid. That's tipped. Stolen by Walker. Gallinari in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Gallinari's got 7. Greg, talking about Walker, you have to love the way he competes, his willingness, Clark, to put the team on his shoulders and carry him.
Love that competitive spirit of his. They're actually figuring out how to use him best, but he's such a dynamic offensive player. You've got to give him room to be creative at that end.
He dishes it to Davis. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Lin kicks to Harden. Can't hit. Walker with some nice D.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And the pass to Davis. Puts up the baby hook. That's good. Davis has got the lead up to 7 now for New Orleans.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Lin. And it's denied. Right side Davis. it's New Orleans scoring again.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
Your Nuggets dancers.
Well, whether you call him the brow or ant or the future, Anthony Davis made the leap in year 3 to franchise superstar. I mean, still, though, he remains humble, determined to improve, and dedicated to maximizing his immense potential.
For Denver. Gorgie Dang comes in for Embiid, and it's Moutier in for Jeremy Lin. New Orleans also making some changes. Samuel Dallenberg is checked in for Cantor. Solomon Hill comes in for Gallinari. And it's C.J. Miles in for J.R. Smith.
Well, he took that defender head on and threw down the two-hander power jam.
Straight power there, guys.
You just got to love that determination.
For 3, Hill. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Ariza with the bucket. And his former coach, Monty Williams, played with some greats. Tim Duncan, David Robinson, Patrick Ewing. He says he sees that same desire to dominate in Anthony Davis.
Yeah, he wants to be great and doesn't see himself as a finished product, which is a good thing. That means he's going to continue to stay humble and hungry and put the work in.
Perhaps one of the most intriguing draft picks of this past summer, Emmanuel Moutier, can be a game-changing player. Was going to play, Clark, as you recall, at SMU for Larry Brown.
He sure was, and went overseas instead. So we don't know a ton about him other than his reputation is sterling. Now we'll see if he can live up to it.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Denver. Bayless comes in for James Harden. Just 5 to shoot. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. Bangs home the trifecta.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
And how about Moutier, guys? He has a very interesting upbringing. Born in the Congo, grew up in Texas, then spent last season in China. Already a very well-traveled young man for a player of his age.
So it's Denver now, following the miss by Anthony Davis. Fires from deep. Moutier, no good. Pelicans leading by 3. Davis sets a screen. Hill dishes to Davis. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now here is Humphries. He has 6. Shot off the pick. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And you know, with Moutier, you can't ignore what he does on the court. He has amazing size at the point guard spot, excellent vision, and is a natural playmaker for his squad.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
No good. Walker with some nice D. Fires at the elbow. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. There's the dish to Miles. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And now a 10-point New Orleans lead. And for C.J. Miles, he sure can string together a long line of threes under the league with a nice jump shot that has now become deadly.
Yeah, he doesn't get to the free throw line much, and he's not really much of a playmaker, but he's 3D in color. HD 3D.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
In talking about C.J. Miles, he was filthy last year. Indiana needed his spark offensively, especially without Paul George in the lineup. Miles responded by putting up career highs in points and minutes played. Just an unbelievable impact on the season.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Enes Kanter's checked in for Dallenberg. Fareed comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Vasquez in for Kemba Walker. Here is Vasquez. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Kicks to Kanter. Puts it up from 12. Denver grabs the miss.
And for most every team out there, guys, they're looking for a guy like C.J. Miles. Decent size, natural movement skills, and can absolutely shoot the lights out. Call them buckets, because that's a lethal formula.
Feeds it to Moutier. Here's Caldwell Pope. And it's Miles with the rebound.
You know, they did a good job in the first quarter getting themselves to the line, but here in the second, they've gone away from it.
Yeah, everything's been perimeter oriented, and you have to be hitting shots to play that way.
Caldwell Pope pass to Humphries. Dishes it to Caldwell Pope. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Nuggets making a change here. Lee's checked in. We've got 1:18 left to play in the first half. Out left to the wing. Here's Miles. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part, Greg. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because they've got the lead. Otherwise, it might start to get away from them.
2 shots.
One thing about David Lee is a proven scorer and rebounder. Clark, health, though, has been a concern.
It has been very durable early in his career, Kevin, but of late we've seen hamstring issues, back issues, and torn hip flexors, and that's taken a toll on him for sure.
Now here's Vasquez. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And the basket by Hill.
Great job from behind the arc this quarter. I mean, shooting just under 60% for the game. I mean, that's smoking.
Moutier with the ball. Guarded by Vasquez. And Bayless kicks to Zhang. Fader on the way. Pelicans pull it in. 19 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. It's Hill on the wing. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Screen by Dallenberg. Vasquez kicks to Miles. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Miles has got 7 points here in this quarter. Stolen by Fareed. Up in time. Cannot hit. And so we...
Now on the court, your very own.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
Well, how about Anthony Davis in this one? He has 11 points and 1 steal as well. The motor on this guy is amazing. Completely revved up. He's been everywhere today.
And it's hard to say which has influenced the game more, really, his offense or his D. I mean, take your pick.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
and he really just broke out the entire arsenal of...
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
He with the block. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And Harden with the stuff.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
And guys, you know what? You wouldn't know that they're the team that's actually trailing with how they were able to pull that play off.
The Pelicans have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Here's Lynn. Kicks it out to Harden. Right side, Lee. And the layup's good off the glass. Lee's got 7 points in the game.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Walker dishes to Davis. James Harden with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Lee outside. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Out left to the wing. Gallinari wide open. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gallinari. The Nuggets trail by 8. Here's Lynn. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Lynn's got his second basket of the night. Outside, Walker. Pass to Canner. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Lee kicks to Harden. Kicks it out to Ariza. Wide open. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Smith, plenty of space. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 7th assist here tonight. Passes it to Ariza. He kicks to Embiid. For Denver, they have shot 50% from the line on 10 attempts. That's a few too many misses.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success. Some great play by Joel Embiid tonight. 9 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, that'll balance out that stat sheet nicely. I mean, you always want to see at least a few points from the free throw line.
Then the pass to Embiid. Ariza kicks to Lynn. And another miss by Denver. Pelicans leading by 6. Gallinari in the corner. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Back to Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cantor again. Embiid.
Do not like the execution at all there, Kevin.
Not at all. It's not what they wanted to do. It looks very rushed to try to put something up.
And here's Harden for 3. That one goes. Count it. Harden's got 15 points. Harden against Smith. Davis sets a screen. And again, New Orleans has no one.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
New Orleans gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Harden dishes to Lynn. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for New Orleans.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
You know, adding on to that, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
Samuel Dallenberg, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Hill comes in for Gallinari. And the hope for Jeremy Lin last season was that he'd take a step forward in his development, but it almost was the opposite in his play.
And that can happen. You don't always go a straight line north in your improvement in this league. He'd been on an upward swing as far as his shooting accuracy, but last season was the worst since his rookie year in that area.
Harden the best to a reason. Shot misses. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Smith. Shot is off. Harden with the defensive effort.
And talking about Lin last season, he never quite gelled with what they were doing in Los Angeles. Both he and Kobe need the ball to be effective. And I got a feeling you guys know which one of those two is going to get it.
Here's Davis. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game. Ariza kicks to Harden. And it's sent back from Dallenberg. On the wing, Davis. J.R. Smith on the wing. Looking to end his cold spell. And the call will be against David Lee. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Vasquez comes in.
And, you know, getting back to Lin, he was actually pretty strong starting out the season. In November, he made 48% of his shots, 37% from downtown. But in April, he only hit 24% from the field and was eventually shut down for the year.
He hits the second from the line. The thing about Sam Dallenberg, he has been an outstanding defender over the course of his career. Really, guys, the consummate rim protector.
Great length and quickness with timing as a shot blocker. Ended last season 8th on the all-time blocks list among active players.
Vasquez kicks to Davis. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Shot from free throw range. That's in. The Pelican lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from James Harden.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
It's Hill on the wing. This one for 3. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez. Vasquez has got 3 assists in the game. The Nuggets have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Harden dishes to Ariza. Ariza with another miss.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
In the corner, Smith with it. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down. He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
To the left wing. Here's Vasquez. And a miss there on the triple.
rare you'll see him miss.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
Smith, the pass to Davis. Shoots it. And that one comes up a bit short.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
I mean, he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Denver calls timeout. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And then for New Orleans, Kenneth Faried comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's C.J. Miles in for J.R. Smith. Nelson with it. Now guarded by Faried. Here's Caldwell Pope. Money from the wing. Caldwell Pope's got his third basket of the night. Here's Vasquez. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Faried. And that one's drained from the low block. And the Pelicans lead by 6. Nelson kicks to Caldwell Pope. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul. It'll go to the line. It's his first trip to the line.
That's his second personal foul.
The first one falls.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Pelicans leading by 4. Now here's Vasquez. Guarded by Nelson. And here's Vasquez. In the corner, Miles with it. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. And Samuel Dalembert picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Denver's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Nelson dishes to Bayless. Jang, a screen. Nelson, no one around him. No good from outside. New Orleans has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Hill left side. Shoots. The shot's good. Vasquez making the play. And that's now 10 points for Hill. Pass to Bayless. There's the feed to Humphries. Good. Humphries has got 8. 1:04 left to play in the third. Screen by Dalembert. Hill has the open look. Sinks the three-pointer.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
To the right side. Lots of room. No good off the front iron.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Miles, the pass to Faried. And the shot is good. And it's a 9-point Pelican lead.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half. Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Hill kicks to Vasquez. No good with the triple. Now, here is Nelson. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. New Orleans on top, up 9. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Here's Moutier on the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Enes Kanter. Hill is up there with Kenneth Faried. Then there's C.J. Miles. And it's Vasquez in the point guard position. Pelicans leading by 9. Faried outside. And a big-time jam right there.
That's a big boy dunk right there. Grown man sledgehammer dunk.
That was a violent attack on the rim.
Enough said on that one.
Here's Moutier. And the layup is good.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
New Orleans has gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Vasquez dishes to Kanter. And he uses the glass on the layup. Kanter's got the lead up to 11 now for the Pelicans.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Zhang a screen. Moutier pass to Bayless. No good on the three. The Pelicans shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. And Miles kicks to Vasquez. He feeds it to Kanter. From 18 feet away. It's off target. He's 4 of 9 from the field. Moutier dishes to Zhang. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
New Orleans leading by 9. Vasquez passes to Hill. Screen by Faried. Hill with it. In the corner, Miles with it. 4 on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Kemba Walker is checked in for Vasquez.
Kemba Walker. Nuggets call timeout.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Well, you got to put a body on your man when the shot goes up. That's just fundamental basketball. They're giving up way too many offensive rebounds.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Mike Malone as he addressed his team. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, "We don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug." Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
Outside, Walker. That's a 2 from Smith. And again, no good by New Orleans. The Nuggets trailed by 7. Lynn against Walker. Now here's Ariza. He's tightly guarded. Out to Lee. Lets it go from deep. And that is good. Pelicans leading by 4. There's a screen by Kanter. And the rejection by Embiid. Now in transition, it's Lynn. Here we go. Harden, no good.
Oh, tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
Textbook work. Close enough to bother the shot. Good challenge, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
For New Orleans, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And the dunk by Smith.
And he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure strength.
Oh, we can feel that one all the way over here.
And you can see it, that first step was so decisive, aggressive move to attack the rim.
Ariza with the buckets. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. There's a screen by Cantor. And there's the pass to Babbitt. Fires the three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Lynn kicks to Embiid. Stolen by Fareed. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. And he gets it to go. And it's a 9-point New Orleans lead.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Fires the three. Ariza with another miss. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Smith dishes to Cantor. And Embiid with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Some changes for New Orleans. Anthony Davis comes in for Kenneth Fareed. And it's Gallinari in for Luke Babbitt. Clock at 4. Here's Davis. Rebound by the Nuggets. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. It's stolen by Smith. He dishes it to Gallinari. And again, New Orleans has no luck. The Nuggets trail by 9. And it's Harden shutting it down.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over. Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Embiid the screen. There's Lynn with the three. And he gets it to go. Lynn's got 9 points now in just the second half.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Denver's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Embiid kicks to Harden. Second chance shot. And Davis sends it back. Lynn against Walker. Smith for 3. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3 ball in the first half. Still bageled in the second.
Lee passes to Ariza. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Davis. And he makes the first. Luke Babbitt, he's checked in for New Orleans. And Embiid drops them both. Pelicans leading by 4. Walker dishes to Davis. There's a screen by Cantor. Davis with the bucket.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. And that's 13 points for Joel Embiid. And Walker kicks to Davis. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Good. Just like soup. A little more ferocious stuff.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. Young fellas wearing the rim out.
A good look from Harden. And it's Denver scoring again.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Now Walker. Screen by Smith. The dish to Babbitt. The three. And he gets it to go.
I think they're trying to go for the kill here. I mean, they're starting to take a lot more three-point shots than they had been before, looking to run away.
And as long as you keep getting quality looks, the coaches should have no complaints. Play with confidence.
No good from Lee.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Outside, Lynn. And the foul on Luke Babbitt. That's his first foul. And the Pelicans making a change here. Miles is checked in. Lynn the pass to Lee. And it's Ariza in the corner. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Denver calls
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Embiid. And it's Moutier in for Jeremy Lin. Samuel Dallenberg is checked in for New Orleans. Davis setting the pick for Walker. From deep, Miles. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that three, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
He's in one heck of a groove with his scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Denver calls timeout. The Nuggets trail by 10. Nelson kicks to Brand. From 8. And Davis pulls it down.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Babbitt, good.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
To the left wing. The three. Denver grabs the miss.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight. Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
That's good from Babbitt. And both free throws good for Babbitt.
This is a positive trend for him, especially here in the second half. Shooting just above 80% right now. And that's more than respectable. That's good free throw shooting.
And Brand wide open. He shoots. Good. And a nice assist from Nelson. 1:27 left to play in the final quarter. Walker against Nelson. Walker goes in. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Nelson dishes to Brand. Kicks to Caldwell Pope. Back to Brand. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Samuel Dallenberg picks one up.
Just call him a speed merchant. I mean, he was a blur going in for that throwdown.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Fareed's checked in for Davis. Solomon Hill comes in for Luke Babbitt. And it's Vasquez in for Walker.
Okay, now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for New Orleans.
Tonight they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That certainly was their main meal, their bread and butter, if you will.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance for Kemba Walker. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Feeds to Hill. 6 on the shot clock. Dishes to Dallenberg. That's good.
Shot's good.
And the fans already heading for the
Shot's good.
exits. Clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots and controlling everything.
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.